So it was never really about being famous or trying to get rich or anything like that. It was passion. It really was. And from when I was 13 or 14 years old, a group of me and my buddies got together, and it was all about taking what we saw. We listened, of course, to hip hop at the time. The classics. Eminem was one of my biggest influences because of how he told stories, and a lot of people don't look at him as a storyteller. They look at him as a crazy guy who rhymed really well. But every single time he tells a story in a song, you get an image and you can actually take yourself there. And I tried to do that from when I started, from the small little things in high school that a 14-year-old high school kid would go through with drama, like being broken up with from a girlfriend who would turn out to never matter, but that seems like that's the biggest thing in your world in high school, and so that's what I would try to capture because it was the biggest thing in my world. So I'd write something about it, and when I'd write it, back then it wasn't good, but the point is I recorded it to something that would create an entertainment value because it was music, and when it's music, people listen. No one's gonna read a poem or a story, especially our generation. And when I take that story and I put it to music, like some of these great artists do, Atmosphere, Macklemore, they make it so the listener listens to the story because they're being entertained in the middle of it. They're listening to the music, and behind the music there is something great going on, explaining or proving or showing that whatever that person is going through in life, it hits someone else is going through. They actually connect with it. And for me, it's not about making money off of it. It's about passion, and it's taking true reality of what I see, what I've gone through, what I know people have gone through, putting that to music and making it as easy to relate to as possible because I know these other people in the world are going through it. And since it's to music, it's an entertainment value, and it gets caught in your head, and before you know it, you're bumping your head to it, but it also has that hidden message, and it changes people, and it actually creates groups of people, I think, that believe in something more than they did before. Whether it's a great example, honestly, that I can use is Macklemore, who's now becoming big because of Thrift Shop, which is just a funny song, but Macklemore got one of my favorite songs on his last album was Same Love, and it was a song literally just about the gay rights movement, and this is from a rapper, and that is from a genre that has made fun of gay rights the entire history of it as far as I know. And he's coming out and he writes a song and senses the song, and it's entertaining. Now all of Macklemore's followers, boom, 6 months later, Washington, where he's from, passed gay marriage. Like, that is not direct proof, but I think that's proof that you can affect people and you can affect how people look at things. And knowing that I can now, because I've built a fan base, at least in California, knowing that I can write how I feel about something, or write how something seems, or life and the world that's so messed up, there's actually good in it, and I can record that by myself in my studio downstairs from my bedroom. And once I'm done mixing that down, I put it on a CD, pass it out a week later, and now all of a sudden these couple hundred people or whatever have never met me in their life, and the next day they're all of a sudden listening to me because it's entertainment. Because I have spent the last 8 years with the passion building the skill to where it's gotten, because it was never the skill that it is now. Building the skill to make it as entertaining as it is, to now they actually listen to the story behind it. Now they believe in something, and now it's like I'm in their living room having a conversation with a couple hundred people at the same time because they got my CD. And that's one of the reasons I do it. I think I do it because I have passion for making the music, but I have more of a passion for being able to meet different people, show other people this is how other people go through things. I've gone through this, other people have gone through this, and I see it and I write it down, and it creates a community among people that have never met each other and probably never will meet each other. And as far as I'm concerned, that is the reason I do it, because I know I'm gonna be gone one day just like everybody else in the world, but hey, if I record my voice to a CD As long as we have CD players and MP3 and internet, I'm still here. Bitch. How's it look?
You're looking good. And you can start whenever you want.
Oh, we're recording all of this?
We just started a few seconds ago, so there's not a whole lot.
So this whole thing's being recorded?
Well, right now it is, yeah.
Cool. You know, the passion and being able to capture a moment and write that in a piece of paper and spread it into the whole world. Being able to do that was really what started it, and then it became so much bigger than I ever anticipated.